Good morning, guys. Saturday, about 7 o'clock. Sorry I'm a little late, but I've been kind of trying to read what's been going on, pay attention to everything that's going on around the Memphis area. If you all haven't noticed, there was a string of tornadoes that hit Arkansas, Missouri, uh, Tennessee, Indiana, and Illinois overnight. So far, from counts I can see, depending on where you are, anywhere from at least 50 to 100 dead. Uh, Knocked out a nursing home. There's just pictures all over the place of damage. You can go online and see countless pieces of footage and stuff like that. I was going to try to clip a couple of them into the video here. But I figure you guys can find it easy enough. Just do a Google search for tornadoes, and there's 15 news stories that comes up with pictures and everything like that if you want to see what's going on. But this is a good reminder again, and like I've said with hurricanes and things like that, this is a good reminder of anything can happen at any time. SHTF is not going to say, we're coming Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Now, granted, there were warnings for this tornado and things like that. Nobody expected it to be as many of them as there were. I mean, there are multiple tornadoes. I saw pictures this morning where you could see 2 and 3 in the same picture. Okay? So this wasn't one singular tornado. But this should remind a lot of people why we do this, because there are buildings down all over the place, trees down all over the place, power's out, okay, it's wet, it's the middle of December, it's cold down here, guys. I mean, we're not the Central South, if you will, or the Midwest. There is not some tropical paradise, right? So it's cold. So now we're talking about people who have no food, have no water, have no heat, all the stuff that we prep for. Now, if you are somewhat local in the area, maybe you can help out a little bit. Maybe you've got an extra case of water or two that you can take. Maybe you've got some food that you can take. I mean, especially if you're rotating your pantry and it's like, hey, you know what, this stuff's going to expire in 2 months or whatever it is. There's a perfect example of what to use, what to do. Maybe where you can take it. Maybe you can just help altogether, clear a road or console somebody, do whatever, if you're close. Fortunately for me, I know I got a few emails this morning making sure we are okay. Now, guys, I'm in eastern Tennessee. We are under a severe thunderstorm warning till about 7:30. So by the time you watch this, that should be relatively over. We are fine. This was all, like I said, western Tennessee, which by driving is about 8 hours from me. All right. So Tennessee's actually a pretty big state. Takes a while to drive across it. But I know we have a lot of people here on this channel who live in the Memphis area, the Ozarks, okay, Western Kentucky, Southern Indiana, Southern Illinois. I mean, Kentucky took it hard. And I mean, just saw a couple of interviews with Andy Brashear, and he said that Kentucky's already 50 to 100 deaths. Now, like I said, that doesn't include the rest of the states, but this was quite a bit. Guys, use this. First off, if you can help. If I see something throughout the day where there is any sort of, sorry, morning. If I see anything where there's any sort of relief foundation that is legitimate, i.e. not the Red Cross or any of these other GoFundMe type things where I see a legitimate one. I'll post a link on the community board if anybody has the financial wherewithal to help. But if you got the physical ability to help or whatever it is too. But I want you to think about this part too. Grand solar minimum. All these people that say it doesn't exist, right? When's the last time somebody told you tornado season was December? Okay. Springtime, that's tornado season, not Christmas time. This is how things are changing. It wasn't going to be massive, all of a sudden there was, blizzards in Florida or whatever. But we've all noticed something different in the weather because of grand solar minimum. We know about the La Niñas or La Niña that's coming through this year. I mean, I told you guys earlier this week it was 74 degrees one day last week, right? This time of year, we're usually in the 40s, not in the 70s. Even yesterday, Mrs. P and I were sitting out and it was in the mid 50s. It's supposed to be in the mid 60s here today. All right, guys, we're less than 2 weeks to Christmas. This stuff is real, okay? This isn't, some talking point by people or whatever, Grand solar minimum is the real cause of what all these weather changes are. That's scientifically proven, not John Kerry talked about or Al Gore, I invented the internet. Let's come up with another great lie. But guys, this is something to learn from. Okay? TJ Preps did a video the other day. Actually, she called me on the phone. We were talking about it. She did a video the other day on preparing for tornadoes. Why'd she do the video? Because there was tornado warnings up in upstate New York around the Buffalo area. Again, December, Buffalo, New York. December, what do you think of Buffalo, New York? Snow that's 2 feet over your head, not tornadoes. Very timely video because now we have this happen. Guys, if it stays, the Southeast is supposed to stay warm and wet this winter. That's what the grand solar minimum is doing for our weather. That means if we have a springtime-ish winter, you could be seeing a lot more of this. This might not just be a one-off. Go around, prep for yes, we all prep for complete, utter chaos. There's a lot better likelihood that a natural disaster of some sort is going to hit your house than a nuclear bomb is going to. Let's put it that way. Go around and prep for. Do you know where to go in your house in a tornado? I don't have a basement. Do I know where to go? Yes, I've got a bathroom in the center of the house. That's where you go. Okay. On the first floor. Do you are your flashlights charged? Are your generators charged? Do you have batteries? We're preppers. We should be in a lot better shape than most of those people out there. But this is our opportunity to help and maybe awaken a couple other people to say, something like this is going to happen again. Next time, let's see if we can make you more ready. Guys, stay safe. I'm going to watch this weather because who knows where it's going, but it looks like it's going to go north and east of me. Those of you in Indiana, Ohio, pay attention because it's coming your way. I'd say have a good Saturday, but have a safe Saturday. Pinball out.